especially when the person that's sleeping with this guy is the one that's like 40 and married. It's just, I mean, it is crazy.
Never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna say goodbye.
What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. First of all, I'm so sorry about this door and just the way this all is. I'm standing because I like to stand and I don't want to sit, and I feel like I can move around a lot more, but also I don't think you can see as much of me, which whatever. And if you hear a weird noise, it's my dog. She's sitting over there panting and she just always needs to be around me, so we're gonna have to deal with it. Okay, really quickly, I want to say that the spots on my shirt are from my hair because I just got out of the shower, and also my hair is wet because I just got out of the shower. So that is what you see, and I'm so sorry because my hair looks like shit throughout this video, and so does my shirt. Okay, bye. This video is going to be the pros and cons of working at Pizza Hut. I worked at Pizza Hut from 17 to almost 19. I'm gonna tell you just some of the pros and cons of working there, and it's kind of gonna be a mini stories probably in between. If not, I'll probably end up making another video that has more of in-depth of what actually happened, but I'm just gonna tell you some pros and cons of what my opinion of what I think if you work there. So this is not every single Pizza Hut, just saying, like, this is just the one I worked at. I've only ever worked at one, no other one ever, not even just to fill in for someone, just this one, which was a very small Pizza Hut also. Oh my gosh. First con, it was so small, you do not understand. Like, this Pizza Hut, you would go in, it was at the very corner of a bunch of other buildings, like, or it was just one building, I guess, but all connected. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But it was at the very end. You would go in and it was literally just like a long hallway. That's what it was. Like, it was just a long freaking hallway, which was fine, but it did get very chaotic and people would be like running through there sometimes, you know, when we get really busy on Fridays and Saturdays. So it just got extremely stressful there, which is one of the cons that I would say. I'm gonna do a con and then a pro, and a con and a pro. So that was one, but that's just my location. That's not gonna affect everyone because I know a lot of them are bigger. But this was only a carry out and delivery. That was the main annoying thing, like just of how the layout was of the building. But then it wasn't a huge deal. A pro, I would say, depending on if you work as a delivery driver or in store, there's gonna be different pros and cons. So I'm gonna say as if you were a delivery driver, because in the beginning I was not a delivery driver, but when I turned 18, my manager finally made me one after I literally put my 2 weeks in, and then the regional manager said, just make her a delivery driver. We need like 5 more delivery drivers. So then she asked me to stay. That was another annoying thing, which I'll talk about if you ever want to hear. So if you're a delivery driver, I feel like I'm out of breath. How do people do this? If you're a delivery driver, you get to leave, which is just awesome. Like, you get to go take pizzas, take whatever people order, go to their house, which most of the time it is great just to get away. You're not around the stress of just the commotion when it's busy, especially everyone's running around, something's messed up, oh my gosh, everyone gets more mad and stressed with everyone. It's just chaotic. So you just, even just being gone for like 5 minutes to 10 minutes, it's just great. Unless it's longer, then you can be gone longer. Listen to music, you get to leave. That's great as a delivery driver. Another con is how busy it gets, which is what I just said. This can still be really freaking annoying, even if you're a delivery driver, because depending, say there's 8 delivery drivers there, okay, and you have like 10 deliveries. They have to get all of those done, and say that you have like another 10 carryouts. They're gonna do all the carryouts first. That's how it works. They wanna get all the carryouts first because we have people waiting in the store. We wanna get them out, you know, which is why sometimes your pizza takes forever to get there, and I'm so sorry, but it's not my fault because I don't make the pizzas. But so that's annoying because then you're in there and you're waiting with a bunch of other people, and you have to deal with people that are mad because their orders aren't done, and you have to answer the phone to people that are super pissed, like, where's my pizza? I've had people do that so many times, and I'm just like, what's the order number? Oh yeah. And then I see that it hasn't even been made yet, and I'm like, yeah, they're working on it right now. And they're like, what? They're just not working on it, it's in like an hour. And I'm like, we're so busy, and they're like, whatever, and then hang up on you usually. I'm getting stressed talking about this. Like, I'm actually stressed talking. I remember now the feelings of working there. It was just terrible. Another pro, which I know I haven't said yet, was free food. Okay, actually not free food. Like, you get half off, which is like, what? Actually, no. You only get half off if it's like a personal pan, like a $5 thing. But otherwise, if it's a full pizza, you only get like 15 or 20% off, which I thought was stupid. But what I mean by free food is, so if someone did mess up an order, most of the times we get to keep it, which is great. Sometimes we don't though, because there were times where my manager would be mad and she'd just be like, no, no one can have it. That's the type of manager I had. Like if she would get mad, she would just throw it away. Don't waste food. That's stupid. Why would you waste food? I mean, that was a pro, but it was also a con, I guess. See, I told you, there's more cons. And then another con, this is the biggest con ever, okay? This is what annoyed me the absolute most. I'm so sorry for yelling, but like literally the absolute most ever at Pizza Hut. So say you're scheduled from like 4 to 10, okay? 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. So if we were still busy and there were still deliveries, like if you were a delivery driver and there were still deliveries coming in, and you were supposed to be off in say like 10 minutes, it's 10 o'clock. They're not gonna be like, okay, yeah, get your stuff together. No, they will not. They'll just have you keep going and going and going and going and going. I have had multiple times where I actually had to be somewhere, like I had to do something and go, and they would get so mad that I had to be somewhere. I wasn't the only one that had this happen. So just for like a little mini example, one time I worked there from open to close because our closer called in and my manager begged me to stay there the whole day. The whole day. She asked me at around 5 and said, do you think you could close? Closing is late there. I was there till almost 2 a.m. closing. So I worked from 10 to 2 a.m. Made great money, but I was so fucking exhausted, and I think I had to work the next day. So that was also very annoying. A lot of times, if you had something to do, they'd be like, fine. And sometimes they'd be like, can you just stay for 2 more? Can you just stay for 1 more? Can you just stay? And I'd be like, oh my gosh. And I've never been good at saying no, but when I really had to, I could. But just a lot of the times it'd be very irritating that they would do that. And then also what was annoying, but kind of the opposite of what I just said, is that say it's super slow and you got there like an hour and a half ago. Legally, I guess they're required to keep you for 2 hours, but if you didn't say anything, they would just send you home. But I guess there is a minimum of 2 hours you're supposed to be there, which is good, I guess, but that's still terrible. Like literally 2 hours, that's not very much of work, that's terrible. The next is going to be another pro. Another pro of working at Pizza Hut and being a delivery driver is that when you do go and you get deliveries, most likely someone will tip you at least something. There are a lot of times that no one will tip you anything, which is like, oh my gosh, it's annoying, but you just have to deal with it. And some people will tip you really good amounts, and those were the best times. Those were the best pros, honestly. When you got a good tip, you were like, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Every now and then you get a really nice person that would tip you really well. And then this is like a mini con. Sometimes you would get, one time I had I think 6 deliveries in a row with no tip. 6 deliveries, that's a lot of deliveries to have no tip, not even $1, not even a quarter. Oh, mini story time, I have to tell you this. One time I had to go take a pizza, snowing, it was Washington State, snowing so terribly this day. I hated working in the snow, my car was not great in the snow, and just walking in the snow was irritating. So I had to walk through the snow up to this person's house, up their like deck walkway thing. I remember this vividly. A guy answered, okay. He paid in cash, and so they don't have you carry quarters on you. They just, at least when I worked there, they didn't. I don't know if they changed it, but they might have. But they didn't give us change. They just give us dollars and a couple fives. So like $10 bills, and then like 10 $1 bills, and then 2 fives. So you have $20 in change because it's all you keep on you. So I went up there, and this guy was like, oh, I need the change. His order, I remember how much I had to give him in change, but his order was like $20.75. He gave me $21 and wanted a quarter back. He said, oh, I need the change, because his mom said he needed the change. I had to run to my car and go grab a quarter, and he was like, oh, just a quarter? I said, yeah. I was really irritated, because I had to run back through the snow, okay? Go grab a fucking quarter. A quarter, everybody. Can you actually think about that? It's a quarter. This is not $1. That is a 1 gumball in a gumball machine. It's just irritating. I know a lot of people would be like, that's still money, but I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but everyone I've said that story to is like, that's really a quarter. Yeah. And also, this lighting makes me look so pale. Like, I promise I'm not this pale, okay? So I'm gonna say one that can be a pro or a con, but this is for every single place, because I've experienced this everywhere. You're going to have stupid people that work with you. I've dealt with a few there. I think I dealt with more of them at Pizza Hut because there was way more employees than I did any other job. Like, I have had a couple incidences with a couple different, actually it was mostly with one dude who was just rude. I don't know, a lot of people did not like him. He was just one of those people that were so bossy, but he wasn't the manager. Like, he was one of those people. He was friends with my brothers too, which just annoyed me, but one of my brothers is an asshole, so it makes sense. You're just gonna deal with annoying people, which happens a lot, but just know there's a lot of them. Also, I'm not gonna say this, that it's about every location, because I have no idea. But what a lot of people have said to me and what I've noticed is that a lot of people that have done drugs or just still kind of do drugs work at Pizza Hut. I swear, I'm not trying to be rude. I swear to God, this is just what a lot of people have said and what I experienced. I have worked with people there that got fired eventually, but not for this reason, that have been past meth addicts. People that do coke still talk about doing coke, literally just do coke. It's like, shut the fuck up about it. No one gives a fuck, okay? A lot of weed stuff, which I love 420 weed, go weed. I don't care about that. That's fine. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people there do stuff like that. And it's just, I don't know why. Please don't get mad at me for that, because I know that a lot of people are like, that's not true, it can be anywhere, which it can be anywhere. I'm just telling you because this is a video about Pizza Hut. And if we were making a video about fucking Papa John's and they did that, I would tell you Papa John's, they're fucking do a lot of drugs. I'm just saying, Pizza Hut, where I worked at the location, did a lot of drugs. Someone worked there that literally was a dealer. Like, he literally was a dealer of all sorts of drugs. It's like, okay. I could make a whole video about the people I worked with at Pizza Hut. There was a guy that literally asked people for tips, which I just think is hilarious. You don't do that. There's people that slept together. Oh my gosh, you don't even understand. Like, literally slept together in the bathroom. Oh my gosh, I can tell you so many stories. It's just insane. We're not gonna go into that right now because this will be like an hour-long video. But when you work there for a year and a half, you have a story, especially when the person that's sleeping with this guy is the one that's like 40 and married. It's just, I mean, it is crazy. That was like a pro and a con, because also sometimes your employees are just fucking awesome. I have another con, listen to this. Okay, my Pizza Hut that I worked at was probably one of the most ratchet Pizza Huts ever. It was disgusting. So we had these big trays that we rarely used that were for like little elementary schoolers when they ordered personal pan pizzas on special days. And we'd have like 300 personal pan pizzas and they'd have to stack them on these trays and put a bunch on one. Well, I lifted one up and there was a mold after it had been washed. Like, it had not been washed, which would still be disgusting. Like, if there's mold, you throw it away. So they ended up throwing it away, which, good job, because honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if they would have been like, oh, just pick it out and we'll use it, because that is how they were there. Oh my gosh, have a lot more stories. That just brought up a lot more stories also with my manager being bad at throwing dough away and using old dough. Disgusting. Like, the Pizza Hut we worked at was honestly one of the most nasty places ever. When I worked at Domino's, it was so much different. They were so much cleaner, which was just crazy to me because I was so used to how, like, just the floors were disgusting, like the fryer was disgusting, the ovens were disgusting. I mean, everything was disgusting, and some of it was just cleaning that I feel like we couldn't do. Like, it was just like years of just shit build up under your place. Like, that is disgusting. You need to get some professional cleaners in here, clean this shit, I swear. It was just a fucking nightmare, everybody. I think that's all I have to say for today about Pizza Hut. So, I hope this was like at least a little enjoyable to watch. If it was, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, you should at least hit the thumbs up button. I don't know, share this video with your friends. If they work at Pizza Hut, ask them if this is true. Because if I would have seen this video, when I worked there, I would have agreed with every single thing that I've said. Thank you so much for watching. Here, you want to see my dog? Come here, Shiloh. Come here. Come here. She's not good at showing herself. Oh, Shiloh, say hi to the camera. Oh, you don't want to look at the camera? Oh, look at you, beautiful girl. Okay, she says goodbye. Thank you, everybody. I hope to see you again.